What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have an E500 Wagon 2005 and Mercedes, for anybody who doesn't know. Let's see the star on there, but has 5-liter in it. We're going to be doing valve cover gaskets. Yes, I have the cover off of it. Taking these covers off, super simple, guys. Nothing, you don't need any tools except for your hands. So this is going to be sitting in here like that. Pull up, pull back down. You got these little clips, slide up into those. Then you can grab the little hoses. They go right like that. You can grab those, pull them off, and they come right out. Then to take this off, grab underneath the front, pull it up. And when you pull up, all they do, they just clip on these little pieces right there. And then it just sets down around the throttle body. And that is pretty much it. You can see we got a pretty bad oil leak around these right here. So we're going to be changing them, swapping them out, putting new valve cover gaskets on here. And if you're needing a tune-up, now is the perfect time to do it, because you pull coils out anyway. But zoom y'all in a little bit. Since we got that off, take your coil wires and you can pull up. I already pulled this wire off. That one wasn't. But just little clips, and you push them. And 2 of them, 3 of them are broke, which is pretty common. They break pretty easy. So we got those. And then you can pull your coil wires off. Just be careful. Do not break them if you're not replacing them. Ooh, they are kind of tight. And if you're not replacing them, you can just fold them down and you can get to the bolts. So there's Torx bits in here. I don't have any of my tools on me at the moment, but they're over there. Torx bits on the little holes. Then you got E-Torx on your valve cover gaskets. The hardest thing is getting it around this fuel line right there. Not really that hard. It's just tilted up on the front and you have to kind of pull it out. If you want to, you can take your fuel line off, however you want to do it. I have done it without taking them off before. I'll probably pull it off. It does make things a little easier and you can lift it up better. That's just personal preference to me. Then on the other side, pretty much same thing. Alright, so we took the coils off, and pretty simple, like I said. Here they are. They just sit up in there, and it's T27 that takes them off. Now we're going to start pulling off these valve cover bolts. They are an E10, and I'm just going to break them all loose first. And you're going to have some like vacuum lines and stuff that are all around this, and I need to get an extension, but you're going to have some vacuum lines like here and here. Right there, and they will pull off. They may be a little stiff, so be careful. Do not cut or break them or any of that stuff, because you do not want to try to replace those, especially with the age of the car and stuff. You may not even be able to find them for a few days. Be mindful, these do not stay in the valve cover. They do come all the way out, so try not to drop them. And there are different lengths, so keep up with that as well. Forgot to mention that. So like I said, we're going to pull this fuel line off. This is a 17, and you put a rag back here, try to catch some of it. I know some of it ran down. There's going to be a lot of pressure on this, so just take it easy. Don't try to yank it off real quick. It's still spewing. We'll fold it up like that. Oh yeah, these are on there really tight. So I'm definitely going to have to pry it off a little bit. Well, I got them off. Did crack them just a little bit, but I think I can fix them. Tried to pull those off. This little section did not want to come off either. Like I said, with as much mileage as this has, it's probably just sealed on there really good. But again, you can see how bad they were leaking. It sounds pretty crispy. I'll be honest, I don't know where my parts are. I ordered them a long time ago. So right here, let's see if I can get it to zoom in. So right there, you can see where it's starting to crack. See how hard that is? Just breaking. Here's another one. The other section like that. I mean, it's brittle on these. So got one out, and customer said that he wants to go ahead and do spark plugs and wires, so we got those coming too. Now let's get over to the other side. It is basically the same concept, except, sorry, I know I'm moving you all around. Same basic concept, except you have your dipstick right here, and then you got this line right there, which this one is a whole lot softer than the other two. And I could probably get it off no problem. Oh yeah, that one come right off. You know, that's normally how easy they come off. But with those two over there being so brittle, it was just hard. But like I said, you got your dipstick right here, and then this right here, in my opinion, is easier than that side, just because you only have one line and you don't have any of the fuel lines or anything blocking the back. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and then we're going to take them over there and wash them and clean them up, make them look all nice and pretty. Okay, so I'm going to give y'all some part numbers real quick and show me putting valve cover gasket on the driver's side. I got all the plugs out on the driver's side, got the wires off, and got the new plugs in on the driver's side. I'm going to show you the plugs on the passenger side whenever I get ready to take those out. Just be a little easier to do it because there is a lot more room. But here is your valve cover, driver's side. He cleaned it off. I actually used Purple Power and some aluminum cleaner as well. And this shows how dirty it was because there's still some here, and I even scrubbed this thing pretty good. This is your driver's side valve cover gasket. It has, on the passenger side, it has this little extra piece right there, but driver's side does not. And where your cam piece goes is, had it backwards, y'all. Sorry about that. But it goes one way only. So we got this on. I'll give you the part number in just a second. It just sits down in the groove. Sometimes they fit really good, sometimes they don't. It's hit or miss. Just depends on the day, I guess, the gasket was made. And I mean, that goes for Felpro, Molly, Mall, however you want to say that. I mean, they just range depending on the day. I swear. I've had them, like I said, where they fit good, some where they don't. But part number, this is Felpro. Right here, VS50842R. That is your valve cover gasket set. Spark plugs, we went with NGK Iridiums. And this is them right here. Part number BKR5EIX-11, or you can even go off the 5464, and you're going to need 16 of these. Spark plug wires will not be in until tomorrow, so I'll pick those up tomorrow and we'll go from there. But like I said, this is valve cover gasket. Got it in. Just push down on them, see if they'll seat in better. Sometimes they will. This right here seems to be a little loose, but it'll be alright. I think we can get it down on there without any real issues. Now we'll get back to the car and I'll put it on and kind of show you how that works. The oil cap, fuel cap goes on the driver's side, and my fuel line popped out a little bit. Now, and my valve cover gasket popped out again. Be careful putting these in. It looks like it's going to be one of those ones that you can pinch real easy. Ooh, don't pop out on me. Don't. It popped out. I may have to super glue it in. If we do, just put a little bit of super glue in the groove. Because this one looks like it's going to be fun. Getting it on the back. Not slid up. I'm just making sure that it went back into the groove because it did come out a little bit on me. Now remember, 4 long bolts go through the upper piece. And then the shorter ones go through from the bottom. I like to start 2 of them by hand just so I know that they're in right. Then we just go around, put the rest of them in. I'm going to get a flashlight and a mirror, go on the back just to make sure that it did go in right and we're not going to pinch the gasket. That's all we need to do is pinch a gasket on a set of $50 gaskets. But I am going to start it just so it holds it first. No, I do not know torque spec yet. I do have to look those up.